Hey 8th graders, this is Mr. Green here. I'm going to film a quick video to kind of show you some tips and tricks to figuring out key signatures based on sight. In the video that I'm having you watch today, the key signatures, everything you need to know in 6 minutes, they have a diagram with all the orders of sharps and the orders of flats, followed by some numbers underneath that. And it explains how to do it. It makes sense to me, but I'm sure at first glance it's like, oh my gosh, that's so confusing. So what I'm going to do is just kind of show you. I'm going to use some music in front of me. I'll flip back between treble clef and bass clef for people who read each respective clef. But first I'll start with sharps. So if I have sharps in my key signature like this, it's important that I know my note names really well, because for example, with this guy right here with two sharps, I'm going to be looking at this one and this one, so I know that this is F sharp because the white space in the middle of the symbol is on the F line, and then the C sharp is on the third space up, so that's the C line, so F-A-C-E, face. So F sharp and C sharp. Then, once I know that, I'm going to go to the sharp that's on the right side or furthest to the right, and I just simply go up by a half step. So if this is C sharp, I go up to D, then my key is D major. Okay, I'll do that with another one. So let's go over to, how about 4 sharps right here. So I've got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp, kind of an unusual one. So A sharp, if I go a half step up from there, that's going to be B, so B major is my key. So again, these orders of sharps are always in the same order, so the F is always first, and then C is always second, G is always third, D is always fourth, etc. So the one that I remembered in school was 5 Cats Got Drowned at Edgewater Beach, which is a really sad and morbid one, but for some reason my 9th grade teacher told us that one, and it stuck with me in my head automatically, which is really weird. But okay, now here's the order of flats. So if I were to do this one, basically there's only one that we ever have to memorize. It's this one right here with 1 flat. That's just going to be F major. That's a simple memorization thing. But if I have 2 or more flats in the key signature, so all of these right here, I'm always going to go from the right side in 1 flat. So I ignore the first flat and go the second one in. So in this case, I've got E flat and B flat from right to left. So if I skip that first one, this is going to be B flat. So B flat major. We'll skip to this one with 4 flats right here. So I've got B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. So D flat being on the right, I go 1 in from there, and that's the A flat right there. So A flat major. And I'll do this again on the other side with some things in bass clef. So here's for some bass clef folks. So we'll do that kind of a similar one, but with 3 flats instead. So different clefs. So I've got B flat, E flat, and A flat. A flat's on the right, so then I go in 1, and this is going to be E flat. So all cows eat, E flat major. And I'll do one in a sharp key as well. So again, to review, I find the sharp that's furthest to the right. So in this case, I've got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Half a step up from G sharp is going to be A. So I've got A major. Just like that. So again, this might be a lot easier for some of us than memorizing the kind of the chart that it has in the video. But this is just kind of a shortcut for some of you. It helps to know your note names really well, and it helps to be able to identify where the sharps and flats line end up on the lines and the spaces. And that's why I had you all do the note name activity last week, just to kind of flex your muscles on that. Knowing your note names really well, it makes key signatures so much easier. So if you feel like you're struggling with this, maybe it would be worth your while to go back and do some of the musictheory.net exercises we did last week, or if you just want some more fun music theory quizzes and stuff like that, you can always do it just for funsies and enrichment and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope that helps. Let me know if there are any questions, and have a nice Tuesday.